general bugs with Siege. We're going to be talking about the toxicity in the community. But first up, we're going to talk about the Clash glitch and how it took them so long to put Clash back in the game. Who would like to start this topic?
I would.
Okay, Squeaky, take the floor.
Right, so the very first hour that there was a post on Reddit made about this, right? The
Yes.
second ranked game I queued into because my first was really fast. We saw a few guys running Clash, which in general I didn't see at all in my placement games. Not a lot of people run Clash because they're not coordinated enough.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm peeking this Clash with her shield out, and she starts shooting. Now, I managed to get away and just nade her as Sledge. Obviously, that is really lucky of me, for me,
Yeah.
right? But they proceeded to use this glitch every single round, and I wouldn't say it's unbeatable, right? But it's
Yeah.
something that should not be allowed to be in the game. I don't know why it took them this long to fix it, but it just triggered this
It was a simple
deployable
fix.
glitch thing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
it
The
was a
thing
simple
was,
fix.
it was
Remove
such.
barbed wire off Clash.
Yeah, and replace it with a bulletproof cam or a shield, something like
Yeah.
that. But then hence
then
the argument.
shields got removed
Yeah.
because there was another deployable glitch, and this is because the rollback in the animations. I know why there was a problem with these glitches. These are old glitches that already existed before
Yeah.
Clash. It's just Clash just happened to have the most broken one out of all of them. You remember the old Jaeger shield glitch back when he had
Yeah.
an ACOG? It's because they now started using the older animations again because they're slower and they fit into the pace of the game with the new leaning mechanics and all that, right?
Yeah.
So they rolled back the animations to year one, season one, basically, with a few adjustments, but in and of itself, these are the same animations, right?
Yes.
Hence why the running looked so weird when you were hunched over running. That's like season one running. It looks really bad. And the slide glitching, the no sound sprinting, all of that, all bugs that have already passed, but because they roll back the animations without fixing them, I don't know whether they didn't realize that these bugs were related to their animations and just were like, yeah, fuck it, we need to change the pace of this game quickly with the lean spam.
Yeah, I'm sure they realized they just prioritized fixing Clash over
No,
the
they
animation glitches.
prioritized fixing the lean spam and the crouch spam, which they did, which I'm happy with. The crouch spam.
Yeah.
Well, it prompted another abuse, which I can talk about later, but it's not used as often. Also, the repelling is broken, like in season one again. You see, this is all coming back because they rolled back the animation, and that's why the glitch is back.
Yeah.
And it's even more broken than it used to be, as in you used to be able to do this to Chanka, right? But you can do it multiple times as Tachanka now. And if you're lucky, you get multiple turrets out of it.
Also, the thing about siege bugs is they always find a way to come back. And if you think of it, if you think of some of the most ridiculous bugs we've seen, Tachanka free speed, fucking...
Oh, those were bugs that I never abused in ranked, but I did in casual, and I had so much fun because it just gives that feeling of spawn peeking with Jaeger ACOG, remember?
Yeah, they were fun
Those
bugs, but the bug of it did fuck up the whole dynamic of the game, which wasn't very good. And if you think of it, they can't consistently add bugs because they just re-roll back, but they then create more problems.
And they roll back a lot of things to the previous seasons because the pace of the game was slower then.
Yeah.
Granted, we had quick leaning, but a lot of people didn't realize that quick leaning only got in a popular part of Siege after Skittles and Bolo started using them, and people started realizing, oh, that's why it's so broken. No, see, it's literally just season one right now without the quick leaning, and Ash doesn't have an ACOG anymore for some reason. That's balanced. But these things are super broken because as Tachanka, you could actually do this, and the shield would literally be random on you, right?
Yeah.
You could either have a skirt of steel made of a deployable shield, or a bra of steel made of a deployable shield, or a helmet of steel. And if you were lucky, you could just do the shield glitch twice, which you can just do by putting down your turret and you shield twice, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't take like a minute to do. It takes 20 seconds at max if you know how to do it. And you could be invincible from the front. And you could sit on your Tachanka turret and you could have multiple. You could duplicate your Tachanka turret with this.
Yeah.
Think about that. Tachanka was the most broken operator for a while. People just didn't realize. Yeah, you could have a shield back on his forehead. All old glitches that, Ubisoft just put in because they rush things and they don't know how to develop games.
Yeah. I just showed my display by accident quickly, but the thing about it is like the bugs, they discourage players to actually play the game, and it makes ranked not fun for people because you get all these fucking assholes that just abuse it and like have no form of good
that's why they
sportsmanship.
removed Clash.
Yeah. That was the best thing they did.
Oh, and let's talk about IQ here because we're straight up missing IQ. Claymores, the most essential item in high level play, like even from mid rank to high rank to pro league play, right? These are the most essential items. They make sure that your team is safe because you can have 3 people rappelling on the side of study balcony on Villa without being run out on.
You know how they could have fixed that issue? You know how they could have fixed that issue?
Not give her claymores.
Exactly, just fucking give her grenades back.
No, she could do it with a breach charge. It was just harder.
Oh yeah.
No, give her the grenades back. Let's think about this. That would have fixed it. I've been thinking about that as well, right, Lam?
Yeah.
You're right.
But
and
also,
due to these deployable glitches, a lot of operators were absolutely fucked.
Yeah. If you think of it though, removing the claymores changed the whole dynamic of ranked, where you couldn't watch your back at all unless you had a nomad, and even then, nomad is less
was
effective.
all of a sudden the most picked operator.
Yeah, and to think of it, she's less effective as a claymore because it doesn't actually like kill them. It downs them, but see if you're not in that peripheral vision of the nomad, or you're not even close to get a kill. It can easily
you can kill them if they place a nomad under or above the window. You can kill them while vaulting out before getting hit by it, since the hitboxes are slow because this game is running on the engine that is used in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Single player engine.
I'm pretty sure it's the 2.5 version.
No, it's the same. I think it's the same engine that was used for.
Yeah, it's the same engine, but it's
Assassin's Creed Origins, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
But basically,
which came out at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, basically it's not specifically that version. They basically modified the shit out of it, and basically.
Well, it's in essence, it's still the same. Well.
Yeah, it's the structure is there, and it's not made. It's not made for competitive play. That's why they've had so many issues in the past. Just especially with netcode.
Yeah, netcode especially, but it could be used. It definitely could be used. Also, netcode is a real problem because I can barely play with my Middle Eastern friends, who are really good friends of mine, because their ping spikes, but only on this game. They have 20 odd ping sometimes in Discord, but
in game they'll have
give
like
them
a
90.
And that drastically affects their gameplay and other players' gameplay. Because we're not on any.
Because ping.
They did actually fix a lot of the ping abusing issues with.
No, they hit them. There's a difference.
Yeah.
They're very.
Yeah, but it's not as abusable as a. It's honestly more of a disadvantage for someone who has the high ping.
It really depends. It really depends. If you are the one that peaks, this is always the thing with ping. Ping reinforces peeker's advantage because your peeker's advantage is basically the very little ping that you have to the server and to the person that you're peeking.
Yeah,
right?
because you're there before they are.
Ping just reinforces that because you see shit first because you're the one in control and you're the one sending the data and the data is just slower. If you peek, you are the one that has a huge advantage with ping. If you get peeked, which like if I switch servers, I will stick to my role that I usually have, which is on-site anchor. And I will have a humongous disadvantage. And you feel that. I lose gunfights to it.
Yeah. The engine is Anvil Next 2.0. That's the one they're using.
But it still begs to differ. Should they be using an engine that's been in development for years, not for FPS games, to have it in an FPS game where the hit rate
they should not even call this ESL ready. It's far from.
Well, again, like developing a new engine that's a shit ton of money.
But they could have just used an engine that already existed.
Unreal.
Yeah, Unreal Engine isn't too bad. It's a bit more a fucking arcade engine. You can make whatever the fuck you want with it, but it's still not super ideal. But it's better than what we have right now.
Well, yeah, and also like Unreal 4 wasn't out back in 2015, so they would have had to use Unreal 3, which wasn't optimal.
It was optimal, but this one is also far from optimal, and I believe that switching from Unreal 3 to 4 would be possible, but switching from this to Unreal right now would not be possible because it's an entirely different game. Then they'd have to remake the game.
Yeah. I'm actually curious. You know the new game that's coming out, the fucking Quarantine one.
Yeah, Quarantine.
Which, yes, I hope that they're basically using that to test a new engine. Yeah. I hope they are, and I hope they give it 32 tick servers at least because we've been promised those since before year 2 and still don't have them. Think about that.
Yeah, but Quarantine basically it's more of a lazy thing. And like it's more of a test if you think of it. If they are using it,
it's like it could have easily just been a fucking expansion for the game instead of just being like a new game entirely. I don't understand why it costs $60 and it's a new game.
Data limits.
I suppose, but like Quarantine is literally like they based it off of fucking what's it called? The
Outbreak. No, it's Outbreak, but its own game.
Like. Yeah, I was still going to buy Outbreak wasn't even received that well. I don't even understand why they would even
like Outbreak so much.
It was fun. It was actually fun. It was fun for like a week. Then
but like it's not like it's like it was fun, but it wasn't like it didn't take the internet by storm of how good it was. It wasn't like this amazing.
No, but that's because it was within the Siege community. Nobody would have heard of it if they weren't in the Siege community. And you have to think about that. That's nearly a year ago.
Yeah.
A year ago, this game was a bit smaller than it's now, where we're past 45 million players, I believe.
Yeah. Also, the game back then was more, it was more fun in my opinion, even though we didn't have like proper bullet lineup and stuff. If you remember, before they changed the recoil patterns, bullets used to go all over the fucking place when you ADS'd. Like, they didn't actually fucking hit your target. And headshots, they were meant to be headshots, weren't fucking headshots.
Let's put it this way. It felt like using the deagle in CSGO while running and jumping. You might hit your target, but you also might not, even though you're aiming at them.
Exactly. Like, this game has had so many improvements. It's taken so many steps forward.
It has had improvements, but it has taken steps backwards.
But at the same time, it's taken more steps backwards than it has forwards.
Well, that's pretty much the essence of programming, though, because you basically when you try to fix something, that fix will then either regress back to other things or it will cause new issues.
It will have complications with other things. But if they had made this game properly from the very start, they would not have had those problems. The code is made very poorly. I would refer to I don't know if you know this YouTuber. It's they're called Some Ordinary Gamers. It's just one guy, right? He loves Siege, but he actually quit because in this season, DDoSers have been very present, as we've seen. I've met them before in Season 1, Year 1, but since then I've barely seen them.
To name a very prevalent DDoSer, and everyone will know this DDoSer, G-Wild. He was the biggest DDoSer that we've seen ever, and he used to fucking... let me just get his Twitter up here, okay? Right. Listen to this fucking scumbag. Really? Is his Twitter not up anymore? G-Wild double.
No, I think he got jail time.
Oof.
Really?
Yeah, he got 3 years, I believe. Isn't that the guy that fully, like, put down Epic Games?
I don't think it was. Because,
No, I believe that it was.
I don't know, because... That's the thing, though, is G-Wild was often seen in Tom Wild. He DDoSed Tom Wild a lot, and then he tweeted about it, and he made a Twitter account, and basically he got famous off of fucking DDoSing. Because he's a fucking scumbag that can't play the game right. And he's just fucking...
Yeah, I've met these a lot now. So, basically, when your game crashes, and it's very, very hard to spot this time, because they're doing it different than they used to. It used to be like, oh, you start lagging, all of a sudden everyone just gets a server error. Now, it's changed. It's changed. It's not that they're DDoSing you instead of the server this time.
Yeah.
Right? Which is a federal crime. people are committing federal crimes for ADE load. Right?
It's true.
Think
It's
about this.
sad, but it's true. And
I've met people that took the host of the lobby, so we didn't connect to the server of Uplay at all.
Yeah.
We connected to this guy. Then they ran UDP Unicorn, which is a lag switch that gets progressively worse, and we were stuck in place. We could not aim, because if we moved our aim, it would snap back to the same position. They banned Vigils, so we could not hide from their drones. They had Lion and everything. We could not do anything. We still ended with a 5-4. They won, unfortunately. Yeah. I asked him, why? Why are you doing this? I mean, obviously this is not a regular DDoS, because otherwise we would have been kicked right now. What are you doing? He explained to me, he designed a program, a very simple C# program, which just routes your connections to him through the server, which means you still technically connect to the server, but he's the server. Then he runs a lag switch because he's the host of lobby. You know how this is a very like known cheat in MW3 where you could make yourself force host. And then change like the game mode and all that. Yeah, it's basically that, but then he runs a lag switch on his own internet, so his team was fine because you can select the ports which you send packets to, which is our team, and he obviously has to have shit internet, but he doesn't feel those consequences as much as us. It's literally a hack in the form of DDoS where they take control of you.
Yeah,
100%. Yourself anymore.
And it's fucking scummy. Like, people shouldn't be doing that. And like, it's just to win a fucking fair amount of evil. But it's not worth it because like
one day someone's gonna trace his IP and he's gonna get railed in prison. And he's gonna think, while his anus is getting destroyed, he's gonna think this was worth ADE load.
But also, a bad part of this season is apart from the DDoSers, we're seeing a lot more no recoil macros. Fucking aim, well, not necessarily, aim lock. We're seeing more of those things nowadays. And that shouldn't be a thing anymore, because if you think of it, they've tried to increase BattlEye, but BattlEye is such a fucking shit anti-cheat.
No, it's not BattlEye. It's not BattlEye. It's Ubisoft, because BattlEye works in tiers. See it as fucking Belle Delphine's fucking Patreon. You can get tiers, right? And they cost more the better they get, right? Belle Delphine really doesn't get better. Whoa. Gotta crack a joke out of it. Come on, Siege is a joke. Why not make a joke, right?
I mean, it is a joke. True that.
Yes, it's a joke of a game right now. And it tilts me because I put so much time in it.
Yeah.
So, literally, you can get tiers of BattlEye, and they cost more and more. For a $60 game, you'd expect the top tier, but since they lowered the price to a $35 game, you can't expect that anymore. They kind of just psyched us.
I mean, you can pick this game up for
$60 game. Psych.
Right now on Steam, you can pick this game up for £8 something.
Yeah, it's on sale right now.
And, but that doesn't matter to hackers.
Yeah, the normal price. The normal price is €20.
Yeah,
the normal price is €20. It's not 35. It's 20.
But they just get 10p accounts. I used to be in this Discord server because I've known hackers and I hated the shit out of them. They were very kind persons themselves. I liked them as a personality, but just because they hacked, they disgusted me. I hated them and I never queued with them ever. I knew them from friends to friends, and they were on a server where they'd sell accounts for 10 pence.
Yeah.
Yep, and you just get the account, change the code, change the password, put the authenticator on your phone. You have a new account forever.
Yeah, that's why reporting is essentially just broken, because say if someone just obviously hacks in front of you, does the fucking jump up glitch and shoots everyone at the map when they start, and report him.
Reporting for toxic behavior doesn't work. Just reporting for hacking never worked when that was in. But at least you felt like you were committing. You were doing something good when you reported a cheater.
And it might just be a hacker hacking into someone's account to purposefully ban it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens as well.
Get banned.
Talking about their system for detecting hackers and stuff, as of recent, it's gotten better, right? But if you think of it, good example. No, well, it's if you know what I mean. It's been getting.
Have gotten better.
It's getting more consistent than it was. But if you think of it,
we're getting seasonally ban waves, but they shouldn't be seasonally. They should be constantly up there with it.
Yeah,
they should be on it.
A good example of how shit Ubisoft's detection of hackers is basically Homeless. I mean, that guy was purposely trying to get fucking banned, and it took him going into a live chat with a fucking dev to get banned.
Oh no, he actually fucking tweeted at devs, and they just didn't give a shit.
No,
they
he
like,
tweeted.
you know what?
He was like, he's
I mean, granted, they'll probably think he's memeing because it's Mr. Homeless. Let's talk about this. It's Mr. Homeless still. Like, the only serious thing I've ever seen or heard from him is that he's getting married. There you go.
Yeah.
And you know that he buried the ACOG of Ash. You know, very sad moment. Rest in peace, Ash.
Exactly. But if you think of it as well, let's move away from like hackers and stuff at the moment. And we take a more recent event called Showdown, and as you see, it's fun for a while, right? But it's ridiculous the pricing of it. Yeah. Also, that's a fucking bug that annoys me. I've logged in 3 times, and it's happened to me more than 3 times now.
Apparently, their fix that they posted was, if that happens, just restart the game. But I've had people it doesn't even work for the times for people.
Oh, my friend Gio Lam, you might know him.
Yeah, I know Gio.
Has this problem on his Smurf.
Doesn't
every
have
time
it
he
as
logs
main.
in, all of his account, all of it. No, not on his main. Only the copy on a Smurf. And they're both Steam and Uplay, so they use the same files. So it's really weird.
Yeah.
He only has the game installed once. Not like me, where I have the game installed 4 times.
What?
Yeah, I have the TTS on Steam. I have the normal version on Steam, and then I have the normal version on Uplay, TTS and Uplay 4 times.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Yes, I love
That's
this
just
game.
wasted space, but still.
And I hate it. Yeah, it's wasted space. It's legit just like corruption on my hard drive.
You can just download it for Steam, but like it's a fucking weird
No,
way.
because I need 3 Steam accounts then.
Mm.
And I need to buy stuff on Steam accounts to get friends there, so you know, I'm not gonna waste money. I'm not.
Yeah, but walking away from it anyway, right? Showdown. So, as you know, Showdown packs have came out, and you can get 1 for winning 10 rounds in Showdown. But to get the whole collection, you need to spend at least £41, which is fucking
50 euros.
Yes, 50 euros for everyone
Plus,
who's European.
Don't even try getting it cheaper because they'll suspend your account for 7 days, which has happened to me. I mean, it was worth it because I got like 300 euros worth of credits for 40. So I was like, yeah, here, take my account for a week. Jeez, take it for a fucking month. I really didn't care because I have 3 accounts.
It's because, like, if you think of it now, they're not really making games anymore when it comes to these types of things because of the amounts of microtransactions. It's more of a live service because it's filled with microtransactions. And if you think of it, like, stemming away from Siege, right? They're supplied, like, you know how the whole fucking loot crate shit that's going on right now where they're trying to get it banned? It's banned. And
but it's not gambling there. It's if you know what you're gonna get, and that's their loophole around it. Because if you buy a few of them, it's essentially just buying cases in CS:GO. You don't know whether you're gonna get the knife, the skins that you really want, or the shitty ones, and it's probably the shitty ones.
Yeah, they're also reducing the gambling effect because they're basically guaranteeing there won't be any duplicates when you actually buy the packs, and that's also reducing.
I think people would just actually straight up quit playing this game at some point. But
because
packs contribute to the problem of Siege not fixing their game because they don't care as long as they get money, right?
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, not to keep us happy.
In all honesty, like if you compare like the let's call it a loot crate, whatever system that Siege has, and compare it to other games, it pretty much is like, I guess, the best system, as in that it's the least asshole towards the player.
That's the thing, though, is you can't buy out one. Yeah, but if you think regular alpha packs, you don't need money to buy them. You can get them for free just playing the game. Money. Yeah, exactly, which is a good thing. But when the seasonal ones run around, they cost a fucking shit ton. For a few pieces of good gear, then you just get shit stuff. Like, most of the stuff looks ugly.
They have to maintain some form of income, though. Like, again,
they have flagship games that earn so much. They have the Division 2
if you
right
think
now.
of it,
but like the money that they earn from Siege goes more to obviously, but like, you know,
no,
that
it doesn't
section
go back towards Siege. It does not go back towards Siege. They just
but it goes to the Tom Tom Clancy devs, which that's their like.
You know, but you do realize that there's
them talking with
Tom
Ubisoft.
Clancy devs.
Yeah, I know. There's different sectors for the different game, obviously, and that's
teams.
something that the Tom Clancy devs has to. That's something that they have to coordinate with Ubisoft to try and get more funds towards Siege.
Yes, but also problem is they're short on staff for Tom Clancy, or Siege at least, because
Really?
in Operation Health, saying that they'll fix the game, simultaneously they also fired 154 employees working on Siege. Yes, that fixed Siege, definitely, because it's their fault that Siege is broken, right?
Yeah.
Also, in my opinion, back then it wasn't broken, but I was more of a casual player then. I actually had 800 games of casual played by Operation Health, and then from then on out, I literally quit. Yeah, I only played Secure as well. And
Operation Health was the golden age, though.
No. Operation Health was the reverse age. People that shouldn't have gotten diamond got diamond, and people that should have gotten diamond got silver.
That's
Like,
what was the golden age.
Yeah, I was improving so much during Operation Health, but not seeing improvement. That's why I burnt out and almost quit the game. Imagine me fully quitting the game. You see me play now. Like, I put passion into this game. I put a lot of time into this game to get good, right? I put a whole day into this game. That could have just not been in Operation Health because I got so mad at the game because I was improving. I knew I was improving, but I was getting nowhere.
Yeah.
Right?
But, like, if you think of it as well as, like, playing the game, solo queue is viable at times, but, like, other times it's just not. See, when you're listen, hear me out here. When you're gold, right, solo queue's fucking shit. You just don't do solo queue.
Yeah, because golds are specimens. Yeah. No offense, but if
the
way they think is, if I don't know what I'm gonna do, they don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, hello? You're literally a brick.
But if you think of it as well, is like, when you go into games, right, you see a lot more toxicity as of recently. But it's always been toxic. And they've tried to do things such as the filter for, like,
it does nothing. Come on.
It did nothing.
Know how accents
but
work.
remember when the big bug was out where you tried to type V and it automatically detected it as a bad word, so it banned the letter V.
Yes. Yes, I know. Or raccoon and then, like, finish the word rack.
Yeah.
That got people banned. I got someone banned like that and he didn't mind. He thought it was funny. I was like, I actually just banned him out of a ranked match. I was like, can someone tell me Cartman's superhero name in the game? Which is the, racist slur. Coon, that one. Yeah. I can spell it out, I just can't say it. Let's go. So he said it, got banned, and messaged me. And I was like, yo, sorry, dude. If you want, you can just hop on my Smurf and queue with me, man. Because, like, I feel bad for him. He's banned for 29 minutes. Why 29 minutes, by the way? Not 30. Explain.
The whole chat filter thing is just completely ridiculous, though, because, again, like, most games,
just spell
pretty much all games literally work on mute functioning, because that's how you basically just ignore people. If someone is being toxic, mute them. They didn't add the mute function. First they added the fucking chat filter. Then they added the mute functions after that, when the mute functions would have fixed the problem.
Like, they have no thought process to it.
Right? Yeah, they added mute functions after 4 years of us complaining.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, right? Don't get me wrong. I've been in the Siege community since it was born. I was one of the first, right? As a kid, I was in there. I was never toxic because as a kid, I really didn't want to be toxic towards people because I felt like if you do good comes your way, right?
Yeah.
You'll meet fun people, which actually in the end got me some of my best friends who switched to PC with me.
Yeah.
But then again, I also just fucking despise the human race now. You know, Siege, in the beginning, it wasn't toxic. It was all a bunch of friends playing together because the community was a bit tighter, you know. On Xbox, you'd meet the same people over and over again because, like, I was in Plat 3 at the time as soon as Rank came out, which was translated Plat 1 right now because it went 1, 2, 3 back then. I was, like, a few games away from Diamond. I would have been Season 1 Diamond, which I would be real proud of. It was a tight community because I queued with a guy that was Gold 1, which at the time was actually, like, godlike high. Imagine, because, like, everyone was fucking silver.
Yeah.
But, like, we were in a tight community. It's like the same 50 people over and over again because we queue at really late hours because I play only on weekends here. And it's a tight community. You know each other. And there were no mouse and keyboards back then. I realized, I can just plug.
Hi chat, how's it going?
So, the community.
Gosh, you're in Twitch
London. So
hi
much
Stiller,
nicer
hi
than it is
Ems,
now.
how's it going? Everyone?
Yes. Because
And Sticks, how are you doing as well? Hope you've had a good day so far.
Yeah, that's
people
hope you're
didn't
enjoying the
realize that
episode so far.
Ubisoft is just literally like shafting them.
Well, if you'd like to know,
I mean, personally, I think the toxicity of the community has also a lot to do with the fact that a lot of people have moved from CS:GO to Siege, like a massive.
Because if you think of it, CS:GO was already toxic, and like CS:GO was full of very toxic Russians. It's not just Russians, but
why it happened? Because if the skin market would have never been introduced to CS:GO, it would have been very similar to Siege because they would have made it mechanically way more interesting. But they realized money was in the skin market, and they just kept it like it is.
Yeah.
Game, which is
and then like CS:GO right now is just being even more abused than Siege is because like they just literally do not care about the game. They just care about
we're okay with it because it's been going for 10 years, you know?
Yeah.
The game's old and it's more of a you know building thing, yeah.
Yeah, their last Hail Mary attempt was introducing the fucking Battle Royale mode into CS, because that was like their Hail Mary attempt to like get people back.
The day Siege dies is the day they add a Battle Royale mode. That's the day Siege dies completely.
No, dude, if they add a Battle Royale mode, dude, I'm slapping kids.
Bro, no.
Straight up, if any kid comes from Fortnite, I'm sending them straight back.
No,
something interesting though. No, you go on.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. Was like it's a stupid idea. Battle Royale's dying out, and like the only viable Battle Royale that was fun for me for a while was Apex. But the thing about Apex is that's slowly dying off.
That got boring quick.
But apparently season 2 is quite good, and you know it may be worth a check out again. But still, Battle Royale is a genre.
Did you see E3 2019 for Apex?
No, not much.
Literally, like the guy that was interviewing one of the devs was like, "So, Apex has some cool skins. What skins you got me showing me today?" It's just like, really? That's all you got to talk about? The skins?
Really? We've added a whole new ranked mode, and you're gonna talk about skins, bitch?
Yeah.
Fuck me. And like,
that's the point. The ranked mode, it's like that's more competitive, but still.
Yeah.
As long as it has better matchmaking than Siege.
No, we'll have better matchmaking because you're not like, because see if you queue up for ranked, you're not gonna get put with teammates that are like legit bots.
Yeah.
Because in Apex, there's a tiny bit more skill involved because you need to watch your bearings more.
Well, it's more of a Twitch shooter. It's more of a Twitch shooter.
Yeah.
It's a mix between a Twitch, obviously because it comes from Titanfall, but it's it's a mix between a Twitch shooter and what you would find in like PUBG, and having to know your surroundings and always be very careful about where the fuck you're going.
Or just full send and abuse aim.
Yeah.
Or just download hacks and keep on using throwaway accounts.
Going back to the toxicity thing, there was something interesting that happened to me. Is that basically the school where I used to go to, because I ended this year. We had a conference early in 2019 where we had a Ubisoft dev come and do a conference for us. He was one of the artists. Really? Yeah.
Oh,
and basically, as a meme, at the end of the conference, I walked up to him and went, "So, when are you removing the chat filter from Siege?" And he just laughed his ass off.
Because he was an art dev, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was not. And the thing that he told me that was actually funny is that they actually have no say in the whole chat filter thing, and a lot of the like pretty much all the artists for Siege are kind of like low key just against that whole thing.
But also in toxicity right now, there is a big issue concerning the female community of Siege, where there's a lot of sexism going on, and a lot of
female friends of mine
things.
don't even dare to do callouts anymore.
If
they say anything, I have to do callouts for them. Because if they say anything, they'll legit get witch hunted.
Horny teenagers, man. Horny virgins. That's literally just horny virgins.
Which community, Siege community, same.
It's horny virgins just everywhere, just going, holy shit, it's a girl!
Also, there's this one story of me and Ems were playing Siege one day, and basically what happened is she talked in game, and there was this guy.
Ems is really talkative, so I'm scared of this one.
He was Middle Eastern, and he was saying this to Ems.
Oh god,
I like your voice. You're my girlfriend. I was like,
that was on stream, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't stream, but still, what I said is bro, why you hitting on my 14-year-old brother is a fucking joke, and he just left the game instantly. It was the most funny thing ever. Like, he actually shit himself, and it was so great. But if you think of it as well, like,
FBI open up.
Getting back to the topic, there's a really good article about Siege and sexism and women in gaming in Siege. written by Tam, who is called The Worst in Siege. That is her Twitter name, and she's a writer for Siege GG, if I'm not mistaken, and she wrote
I've seen it.
an article about sexism in Siege. It is a good article and it is worth a read. I'll find it and I'll link it to you. I'll link in the chat after the stream.
There's been multiple videos going around as well. For a while, they really came up in the YouTube feed. If you watch anything of Siege, you would have gotten them. I know that it's a real problem, but in general, just toxicity, not even just towards females, that will just keep happening because kids.
Yeah.
Young kids.
Again, that's not really it's not really just a Siege issue. That's pretty much just a gaming issue in general, because a lot of games have that. Mainly because of how like predominantly associated gaming is with being, a boy.
Male.
Just being male. So just how predominantly associated it is with being male, then it has created this sort of like idea that it's rare to find girls playing games.
Yeah.
Which it is. It's definitely rare. You used to not find it.
It's rare to hear them speak up anymore.
Now, so when Lam and I were playing this video, this went in my video this moment when I aced with Legion. Remember that woman? I've got on my friends list now. She didn't speak in the beginning of the game for the first 3 rounds until she realized that we were chill. We were not just kids that are toxic.
Was that the one where it was the guy and the woman? It was me. You play. Oh yeah, I forgot who our third player was, but yeah. Oh yeah.
No, she did do some callouts, like.
Yeah, she did callouts. He didn't do callouts. Yeah. Quiet. But like that's understandable because every day in Siege, women are running into fucking assholes who are just like talking shit and making sexist remarks like go back to the kitchen and calling women whores and shit. They shouldn't be doing that. It's just a fucking low cuck thing to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing with like the Siege community is it's very young, right? Yeah. The Siege community generally is young kids, and you can get away from that up until the point that you
mature game, by the way.
Who's buying these kids this game?
I can't say anything because I'd be a hypocrite because I started playing this just when I turned 15.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is Lucas, I've known you for like a year now, right? You've matured in the time that I've known you, but you started out as a cunt. I will say that, but that's only because
I've always been a cunt. It's just a way of hiding the serious side because I don't like to be serious. That is just not the side of me that I like to show. I like to show the energetic and happy side of mine because the serious side, that's for real life,
Yeah.
I don't want to go there when I'm gaming. Right, I'm sitting here behind my PC to get good at a game and to forget everything. Right, that's the essential part of gaming. Why I started is just to just get rid of that stress. Right. Now that's why I show the energetic and retarded side of mine. Like literally autism in human flesh.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing though. Is like sometimes, like you're fine. You're a fine person. You're a good person. I like you as a friend. 100%. And sometimes no, but sometimes when people talk shit to you, it is kind of sore, like hurts because like
because I just take it and I don't bother to fight back.
Yeah, no, there's no point
in
this
point.
point.
Arguments are useless.
You
can say whatever the fuck you want. I know what I am for a person, right? You can tell me whatever the fuck you want. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
That only shows who the fuck you are and not who I am. You don't change anyone's opinion towards me. You only change people's opinions towards you for being toxic.
Yeah.
But back to the toxicity. What I really wanted to say is Ubisoft makes the community toxic. The community is stressed because Ubisoft has never listened ever since Operation Health. Right? They've never listened.
Yeah, that's another negative.
We're getting mad. In essence, we're getting mad at Ubisoft because like toxicity only starts when the game doesn't work. When someone gets a headshot. And you walk away with it, right? He's gonna get salty because he headshot you, and you should have technically died, but you got away with it.
No, it's just you, I think.
Yeah.
Kurt. But if going back to that, Ubisoft more listens to the pro side of things because
they only listen to casuals.
No, they do listen to the pros too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, too much because.
See, they've changed this. Like back when Finca got released first, they only listened to casual players, and all of a sudden now they're listening to pros. Like every single pro said, literally nerf Finka. She barely received the nerf, but she literally stole IQ's nades, which made her so much better of an operator. The LMG buff also affected her really badly.
Yeah, that's why, like, for example, like, slightly off topic, like, for example, the map Villa.
Yeah.
In terms of, like... Yeah, exactly, because they listened to the pros. Because the pros helped a lot in designing that map.
Yeah,
pros are not map designers. What the pros essentially did, they just took that opportunity and essentially just made a playground for themselves to just experiment with, like,
interesting
playing in whatever fucking way they want.
Mm.
Like, they didn't end up making a decent ranked map. They just ended up making a fucking playground for themselves.
Interestingly enough, I knew someone that went out to Ubisoft and was part of helping make Villa, but he wasn't a pro, but he was like diamond consistently, and they invited him out because he Tard. You remember Tard? Tardbarn? You might not have known him. It's me and Panny's friend, me, Panny, and Yuri's friend. He actually went to Ubisoft Studios in
I like Villa, but not in a rank perspective. I literally did a scrim earlier. Wait, no, was it earlier today or yes? It was yesterday. I've been up for like 28 hours now, so again. But I feel fine. So we did a scrim, and the setups that the people were running, it was with King's team. The setups they were running were really, really interesting because they were self-designed, right? And they were awesome.
Yeah.
I've never had such a fun time playing Villa. It felt like a comfortable time playing Villa. They actually did not play with the site closed. They actually opened up 290 from Vault. Like that those things you never see in ranked, and they would never work because people play like Papegas.
Yeah.
That's true.
As soon as you end up against worse and worse players, they become so unpredictable that scrim strats will never work. In Diamond, you might be able to get away with it unless you're playing against juniors.
Because basically, the higher rank up you go, the more, like, really dumb fucking strats kind of just somehow end up working out.
It's not a dumb strat, it's an actual good strat for ESL.
Yeah, because at higher rank play, there's, like...
No, people just still follow the very same set standard strats.
Yeah, exactly. Which means going against those tends to actually work more because no one expects it.
You didn't call it dumb, but it's actually just playing different strats.
Yeah, it's just exactly, which aren't expected by anybody, especially people who are so used to playing in that sort of condition.
Yeah, no, but they wouldn't worry because Ashe has played so much. In scrims, Ashe is barely ever seen.
Yes,
because she doesn't bring utility to the table.
That's the thing about Ashe, though. She's more rank orientated.
Yeah, she's a
operator.
Ranked queen. That's all she is.
Ashe, from a scrim / competitive perspective, you don't see much of her because she doesn't have the utility, as you said. But you see operators such as Lion, thinking all that. Yeah.
Sophia replaces Ashe.
Oh,
Buck does too.
Pretty
Ying
much.
gets played a lot instead of Ashe because Ying can burn ADSs like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
if you play your Ying charge right, all mine get zapped by Jaeger.
And here is a little thing to talk about that's been suggested by Karma. Audio has not been working in Siege for a long time.
I mean, supposedly they fixed it recently, but
yeah. I mean, it's gotten better. It's gotten better than it was, but like if you think of it,
but it still needs work.
Yeah, it still needs a lot of work.
Yeah. No, I think their audio design is very interesting. How it takes the shortest way to you because you can play with people, especially in 90 corner where. What I used to do, right, it's really, I don't know if it still works, it's a while ago that I used to do this, as soon as they changed the sound schematics, is I'd open up 290 in Villa, right, from Vault, and I'd make a hole that literally just went under Vault wall to the hallway behind it, and then you can just, like, walk about, and they think you're walking away while you're actually walking towards it, because they hear it through the cap that is right below them that they can't see.
You know what's actually quite weird? Right, going back to Showdown quickly. The audio in Showdown is different as everyone's outside.
It's louder.
Yeah, it's louder.
It's literally CSGO audio.
Yeah. Which,
you can hear shit through walls.
If they had the Showdown audio,
it would be broken.
It would be broken as
fuck. Yeah, it would be more broken.
But the only reason it's like that is because it's all
Siege, people will just be straight wall banging everyone.
Yeah.
like all the time.
Especially me, I'm using earbuds to hear so much more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use earbuds as well because I use like these. Yeah, I use like tiny earbuds that have like 5 drivers in each earbud, so it actually ends up.
Which ones are they? Are they Sennheisers?
They're like no, they're like some cheap Chinese stuff that I have, but you can like replace
the same as Bowler, and I honestly like I got them because I had the piercing and I couldn't wear my headset, and honestly I'm not gonna go back to the headset. It's 200 euros wasted on a headset that's wireless.
Yeah.
But these earbuds are so much better, and they're 36. There's
fair
a reason why pros use them on stage.
Yeah, mine are called like
they're just noise cancelling.
Mine are like the KZ AS10s. It's just a Chinese brand that does like these really nice earbuds. And you can like replace the earphones, and they work better than like, you know, they work just as good as like some Sennheisers I have.
Yeah. So I was stuck with like these really cheap, you know, those hard earbuds that you have to hang on your ear basically.
Yeah, the ones are hard.
The ones that you get with the phone, like the fucking $1 ones, right?
Yeah.
I had a pair of those for 4 days instead of my headset because I had just gotten my piercing and didn't think about it, and then like I ordered the Sennheisers.
Yeah.
I heard more directional audio with earbuds that are basically speakers put to your ears than I did with a $200 Razer headset.
Yeah, but like if you think of it, it's because they're going in your ears.
They didn't.
Yeah, but that has more to do with the fact that the audio is kind of just fucked.
Yeah.
No, it's not fucked. It's you need to learn it. There's bugs that make it fucked, like the reverse hearing bug, which I had for an entire game and didn't realize, like where things should be receiving to your right ear, but it goes to your left. It still exists.
Also, you know what's horrible is see when you get like the mute jammer noise permanently.
Yeah. And
you
can't get rid of it by shooting the drone anymore.
Yeah. And there's also one that I've recently discovered with the Thinka boost that does the same thing.
It keeps going.
Yeah, it goes boom, boom,
and
boom,
if you switch while spectating, right, and you switch to someone who just gets Ella or Grismots downed, and the round ends because he's downed,
yeah,
that sound will go on for the rest of the game.
You
will not be able to hear. You'll just hear like the on the background.
Yeah.
It's insane. Audio in Siege needs to be worked on. I like the way that the audio is now. That it takes the shortest way to you because it feels kind of like Tarkov, but like Tarkov is so superior in sound. I want you to go in Tarkov and just have someone walk above you on a wooden floor, a concrete floor, and see how realistic the sound actually is.
And their dev team is
this game had Tarkov, it would be so good.
Yeah. But another suggestion from chat that we can talk about. What do we think about one-button operators such as Thinka, Dokkaebi, Lion?
Remove.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. They've changed the whole dynamic of the game because they've made it less skill-based when they've added those operators.
Yeah. I'll explain it in Kickstar's words, right?
Yes, indeed. Go for it.
How to influence a game, the flow of a game, as Thermite. Avoid spawn peaks. Make your way to the wall that you need. Avoid someone bandit tricking, someone sneaking up on you, anything, C4s, someone running out, someone from below, above, you know, avoid everything, avoid dying. Put that thing down, get out of there, and finally activate and open the wall. Here you go. You have done one of the hardest things at high level play, and you've influenced the game. Hold up, let me switch to Lion. Listen to this. Let me switch to Lion, right? I've influenced the game.
No, but as well as
button, and I won the game. Easy. It's like Fabian said. When Intero asked him in an interview about their strats, he said, "Oh no, we just play Lion, we press forward, rush, and you know we win." It's actually like that.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is like, see, the good thing they've done about it with these one-click operators is the nerf to Lion. They've had several nerfs to him, but this one made him
still super powerful.
He's still super powerful, but he's a little bit less useful. He's still fucked.
Yeah, but still, combine it with a Blitz Finka, a Heavy, and a fucking
Jackal.
You're done. You're done for.
Basically,
you can literally make your own casket and put yourself in it before that game starts.
Yeah.
And now with the introduction of Nomad as well, Nomad is like.
Well, I'm happy that they nerfed her so that it makes sound and it doesn't. It isn't like a fucking rocket coming from you and it will explode in midair because that was broken.
Yeah.
But she's the fact that you knock a player on his feet and remove control from the player is still it's still broken enough that it's very, very powerful. Like she is completely broken as of right now.
She should not be in this game. No.
She needs a rework.
Same thing
like,
with
she needs a
Blackbeard
complete
on
rework.
high-end
Oh
play,
yeah,
because
100%.
I've spent a lot of time in high-end play playing with Crosby and all that, right? Blackbeard is one of the most broken operators there. You might not think Blackbeard is a broken operator because you're playing gold.
No, he is like because like
No,
just think about it.
Yeah.
It's a game based on getting headshots.
There you go. Finally,
you're introducing a character who blocks headshots. Of course he's broken.
Twice.
I mean,
of course
fair,
he's broken.
He blocks 2 headshots. Don't say that that's nothing, because in higher end play, as soon as you pass that Plat 3 line, right? In Plat 3, there's still people that can't aim for jack shit. Plat 2 is people who can fucking play the game, right?
Yeah, that's the thing though, is like
end within 2 bullets from a good fucking Blackbeard main. I fear good Blackbeard mains. Colonel is a example. Colonel in scrims plays Blackbeard, and people underestimate it because they don't know how good this guy's gun skill is. Colonel is a god with Blackbeard. He can one-tap pretty much everyone. The engagements stop within 2 bullets.
Broski, it's a nice mustache, but you don't need to ride it that hard. Big memes.
Shut up.
No, but Colonel is a good player, and he's also a good caster. He's also a good caster from an Arabic standpoint, because he usually casts Arabic
But you've
games.
never seen him play in scrims. I wasn't on a team with him for a long time.
Yeah.
This guy pulls off shit with Blackbeard that should not be possible. Like, the engagements end like this, and they don't have the time to break his shield even. He can go through 2 engagements, get hit in both of those engagements with that shield, with the very same shield.
Yeah.
Because they only hit him once before he headshots them. It's that simple. That's how broken Blackbeard
is. It is.
Shield as well. You should never be
operators.
able to shoot without exposing yourself. Even if it's hip fire, you should not be able to shoot without exposing yourself in a game that is a one-shot headshot mechanic and you barely have health at all.
And like, even then, when you're ADSing as a shield, if they don't pull off a headshot, then they're fucked. Like, if you take it, listen.
Pull off about 5 headshots.
Yeah.
If they have 70 ping, literally 70 ping is enough for you to ADS and one tap them in the head, which isn't too easy, but it really isn't that hard either. It's just put them in the middle of your screen, right click, left click, right?
Yeah.
They can shoot you 5 times in the head, and it will not register.
Yeah, but Lucas, if you think of it as well, it's like, yeah, shields take a little bit less skill, right? And if you think of it, you get listen. Fucking Monty players, okay? You get fucking shit Monty players, but then again, Monty is fucking broken and annoying as shit.
Hip fire.
But then
the thing is, he's
you get
broken,
gas.
but he's also like I'm a Monty main, and like I understand when people say that he's broken, but he is just as broken for someone who's playing him.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yes, you can get knifed through the shield still.
Like again, like with like the FOV and the fact that his when you go from fully extended to like smaller shield, his fucking head clips through the fucking shield for like 3 frames. I've been headshot like that. Yeah. That shouldn't happen.
And that's the thing as well, is like
because
the
on your
shield
screen, on your screen it looks like the fucking thing is still on. It's still in front of you. It doesn't look like you've moved it away from your head.
Thing is, the perspective issues. Sometimes it ends up when you go crouched with a shield that is not extended, right? You just go crouched. The shield literally you put it between your fucking legs like it's a wooden horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Here you go. Where's your shield now, bitch?
Yeah, but like if you think of it as well, like the Blitz main, the Blitz nerf that they did, where they extended the time, that didn't help. It just didn't.
Yeah, it really doesn't help because it can still flash.
Exactly.
That first flash that fucks you in the ass.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that he has fucking 5 more. I don't care. He can have 1,000,000 more. I'm already flashed. It doesn't matter.
7 seconds isn't enough. It just isn't enough. In like,
you know what? 1 nerf isn't enough. Remove. Global
make it so he could only flash twice.
Yeah, and their attempt to like counter like Blitz was to have Warden, but Warden he's so situational. Like his ability is way
garbage.
His ability is so situational, and his guns aren't the best.
No,
like if you
combine it with a smoke, you can pull some weird shit off. It's funny.
Like again, like maybe they should rework him so that basically the flash counter is basically constant for him, like Ying.
Yes. Yes.
But you basically the only time you activate is when you want to look through smoke.
Yeah.
Because then he'd actually be useful, but his thing is way too situational.
And maybe give him a gun with an ACOG instead of a
and besides, with how much noise, like you can hear when he activates it. So all you have to do is wait for him to activate it, wait like 3 seconds, and then throw the flash.
Also, do not make it so you have to un-ADS when using that. That is
exact
bullshit.
That too. Yeah,
Laz
exactly.
is already ADSing when he's using his ability.
Doesn't Jack
going for recycled things. But Jackal can scan from ridiculous distances.
Can't Jackal like activate and deactivate without ADSing? Without like
he has to un-ADS.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he does.
But the thing is, Jackal and that is different because Jackal can scan from the floor above.
Yeah, no, legit. See when he fucking shotguns out of the floor, he can scan the footprints. He can shotgun and scan footprints from below.
If you reinforce a hatch, right, he can sit under that hatch, right.
What didn't help? What didn't help Jackal, right?
In that hatch.
See, the thing about Jackal is before. Remember when he had a really fucking short like foot scan limit? Now it's like you can scan across the fucking map. What do you mean?
No,
yeah. You can scan. The distance is basically the say for example you have to like if you're on a hatch, right? And you have to like scan someone on the floor. If you lie down, you'll be able to basically just get all the footsteps that are there. You don't even have to be next to the footsteps.
They're introducing operators that fucking see. The more info operators they add in, the less skill the game takes because you have so much fucking info and like
and then you have Nook, which just goes against every single bit of the game.
Yeah,
Nook is broken.
Her ability is great.
She isn't.
Like,
Don't tell me she's not broken. This game is made around info and teamwork, and you're just gonna introduce an operator that says, no.
Nah,
again, we're not gonna. I think she's more of she's basically Cav's rival.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
They needed someone on attack that was similar to Cav to basically balance that out.
Broski.
Cav's presence.
She's Cav plus Vigil.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically it's just Cav and Vigil had a baby.
They'll have an epic battle that we can never film because they're all invisible.
But she's more powerful than Vigil because it's essentially the same.
No, shut up.
No, what I mean.
Vigil has.
No, I'm not talking gun set wise. I'm talking about ability wise. Okay, because ability wise, they don't. Yeah, it depends. But like if you're walking through barbed wire, you only see the spike, and you get good, and you see the spike.
No. Vigil's ability is not meant to make him not there.
Yeah.
Vigil's because
it's to make him there, but you don't know where he is. Yeah.
An esports roamer. That's literally the top tier esports roamer is Vigil because what you want to do as a roamer is not horror kills. You want to waste time. You want to say, "Hey, I'm here," but not really though. That is Vigil. Like he notifies every drone, like, "Bitch, I'm here," but you don't know.
And that's
everyone has to go hunt him down because otherwise they get fucked. And what's so much time? It's made
what Squeaky's saying. What Squeaky's saying is backed up by the fact that when you're near Vigil with a cam, you see the effect on the cam, so you know he's there.
Yeah,
that's the point.
You know he's nearby.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not Ubisoft making a dumb operator, which I thought in the beginning.
No, it's not dumb. It's just
it's actually Ubisoft bringing us a roamer that is literally just what we wanted as a time-wasting roamer on ESL. Right? I used to laugh at his ability because it was useless, but I always listened
useless in quotation marks. Yeah,
useless in quotation marks. Now that I actually have gotten deeper into how to roam, I realized how overpowered this is because you pull all the attention towards you, like Delphine.
No, but another thing we can talk about though is map reworks and how they've not been doing so hot with map reworks. Like, think of it, Hereford base.
That is garbage. It's not a map rework. Here 4D, right? Here 4D is just a garbage map.
Yeah, just
honestly, I miss old Hereford so much. And the thing is, like, they could have fixed Hereford by literally making it the outside stairs. No, not even that. If they just made the outside stairs inside stairs, it would have been fine.
The reason that it was so fun is because you had very leveled attacks and all that, and the staircase outside was a really big part of that because you could, as anything that wasn't a 3 armor, you could use those to rotate undetected.
Yeah.
But they should have just added one staircase because there is something that the attackers need, right? Otherwise, they'll just have to go in every time to move floors or repel, which repelling is a risk, or used to be a risk back then because repelling was a disadvantage. Now it's just an advantage because it's broken.
Yeah.
But
especially with they should really with repelling, they should change the maneuvering.
They should not make it possible for upside down repelling anymore.
No, they should, but like the thing
I'm
is, it's like
sorry,
it should be
if it's
slower. It
this
should be
broken.
slower to like for example, like changing from upside down to like straight up.
Yeah.
Like
That wouldn't matter because people just hang upside down in the middle of a window the entire game.
100%.
They don't need time.
And like, if you think of it as well as like, you could legit see, going back to it, like Blackbeard on Hereford is very fucking powerful because you know how I forgot what it's called, but like across from Attic, like the other side of Attic that's not Attic, where like
the other objective window, yeah. Above
where they can watch the window from Courtyard Balcony. The window leading out to Courtyard Balcony, they can watch it from the window behind that. So it's like practically useless sitting there. I don't fucking know how to explain it, but anyway.
Oh, you mean the window near tractor balcony?
No, yeah. You know how the no, not the tractor balcony window. You know how Courtyard Balcony. That's the other set of stairs. That's not tractor, okay? Courtyard, it's just called.
Yeah, the other objective side.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one window next to the objective door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a fucking. If a Blackbeard takes that and it's a decent Blackbeard, you might as well just say fuck it and just like run out of him until he's dead, because you're not gonna get anything done. You cannot rotate between sites anymore. You can barely even sit safe inside the site that the window is next to. You're done. And you don't have to
100%.
repel upside down for that. If you have an ACOG, the one that's closest to the angle, which is obviously going to be the repelling one, can see in between the bricks because they're not laid evenly. They're laid zigzag-ish. So it creates a lot of just pixel angles that you will not be able to versus. I've only seen one guy kill a Blackbeard there, and that is King. Because he's insane.
Yeah, King is basically just Norwegian Bolo.
There is a reason why we call him Norwegian Bolo.
Yeah.
Not just because he sometimes sounds like Bolo.
No, but he's insane.
Because he plays like Bolo.
Yeah. 100%.
Except for he's an IGL. He knows his game way better than Bolo does.
Yeah. If you think of it, Bolo and TSM, I mean, their lineup is...
I'm happy that he's going for it.
It's good, yeah. No, he's going for it, and he's well deserved, you know? Good props to him for fucking... Yeah.
From a ranked monkey... Like just a glorified ranked monkey to an actual competitive player, and I'm impressed. But he was already changing way before the entire hype around it. Like he's played esports before this, but people just didn't keep up. And now that it's a big thing, now that it's mainstream, everyone's oh my god, Bolo.
Oh my god, Bolo was the best.
I want to be Bolo. Dude, he was half a year ago. You're just too dumb to realize he played with fucking Rogue.
that's the thing though, is like, there was a highlight R6 video where Pengu, there's a clip of Pengu talking about Bolo in Pro League. I would like to point out
he's not gonna make it.
Yeah. And I would also like to point out that I was in that R6 highlight R6 video.
Oh, shameless plugs right here.
For an amazing Vault clip.
I have a YouTube channel.
I mean, if you think of it, the VODs of these are going to get uploaded to YouTube, and it's my channel. I'll link that in the description. So it's more of a permanent thing rather than VODs.
Yeah, fair.
Because VODs only stay for 2 weeks, and we can't
unless
be having that.
Unless you get Twitch Prime.
No, not unless you get Twitch Prime. Unless you're a fucking Twitch partner, then it stays for 60 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
I mean,
so
my Twitch Prime is glitched.
How so?
As in, I don't know how, but I had Amazon Prime for like the monthly trial, and I only just got the trial, and I don't pay for it, and I still get all the Twitch Prime loot.
Huh.
So
you're kidding me?
No.
I want to die.
Yeah.
I don't pay for it. I don't have Amazon Prime
anymore.
I'm poor.
No, but is there anything we would like to talk about? Any more suggestions from the chat that you would like to have discussed?
Pengu that has a huge following and saying shit that just is like personal opinions most of the time. And everyone taking it for facts. Okay, so there's one personal opinion of his that I kind of followed and tried on, which is ACOGs make you develop bad habits. This used to be the case for me because I was scared of pushing. Now I just don't give a shit, push and rely on my aim, which seeing as you know how much I actually play T-Hunt to train aim, right? I can go a day without going any kind of ranked or casual, just pure T-Hunt, just training aim.
Yeah.
I've been playing the same sensitivity ever since I came to PC. So, it's getting in there. ACOGs make you feel powerful at range because the defenders don't have them.
Yeah.
Or not all defenders have them,
100%,
right?
yeah.
So you're going to be tempted to lay back and not play aggressive. So I switched to Holo, or well, I didn't switch to Holo. I was forced to Holo by Ubisoft because, Ash. Because I still like to play Ash. It's just like a thing where I was already switching to holographic.
I mean, Ash is still viable, yeah, because like people have been playing.
Really viable.
Yeah, because they've been playing Ash Holo a lot more because like when you're Ash, you want to get in.
Ash Holo.
Yeah. No, but the thing is like before even ACOG was removed, you've seen a lot of people play Ash.
Holo, yeah, I was
a lot of people were using Reflex and Holo over ACOG because like as Ash.
Yeah, but Reflex is a bad side. You
need to aim with the tip of the triangle.
Yes, but that's not the center of your screen. I have been working with sites that work with the center of the screen so much that I don't really aim with the crosshair.
It's definitely easier. It's definitely easier to use a holographic over a Reflex. I aim with
the middle of my screen in a gunfight.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. As Ash, people use these less zoomed in sights because as Ash you want to get in, get close, get the quick snaps, and you don't want the obstruction of a 4x.
No, I do, because then I can have Jaeger breathing down my neck while I headshot him, right?
Yeah.
It's just like it makes it more of a an operator that can do everything. Right, and the only reason that she got that nerf is because she's just the only decent first on site frag. Like she's the real.
I mean, IQ is also valuable, but like the thing about IQ is
that if she dies, you're fucked if they have an Echo or a Valkyrie.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like the thing about IQ as well is that she doesn't have the benefit of the fucking grenade launcher. Yeah, the launcher and the R4C, because as Ash you can use the launcher to bust down the door fast.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm in there together with the explosion,
Yeah.
So, thing is, like, I've been following that opinion, and Colonel told me, well, you can just decide to play aggressive with an ACOG, and yes, I can. Yes, it works for me sometimes, but I do feel like the holographic does put me in a spot where, hey, I can't keep holding these angles. I need to grow some balls, put some hair on my chest, and go. Right? That's what Crossy's also been telling me. Crossy quit playing ACOG like that.
Oh, also, here's another interesting topic from Styler. He's saying, how would we change T-Hunt in our view on it? Like, getting rid of, exploding guys, suicide bombers, and C4 rooms. And just have
make those optional. That you can turn them on and off. Also, make it so you can run custom operators in there being guns that you... Make it so you don't have to defend... to use defenders. Make it so you can use
the defenders as attackers as well.
So you can use a defender as an attacker, not necessarily with the gadgets, just the gun. So because I love Maestro, but there is no decent terrorist.
You know what would be really nice for a terrorist hunt if we had customizable recruits where we could use all weapons, like in Outbreak.
That's what I mean.
They need to actually improve recruits so much.
Yeah, recruit is a dynamic.
They need to actually give recruits attachments, like legit.
Dude, I'd pay $100 in real life.
Everyone would just play recruit then, like no.
I also think they should also change the look of recruit as well, like give them like the classic SWAT helmet.
But that's also interesting. Is like, would we also have a different method of warming up? Would we prefer it? But I think a good feature.
I would actually like it if it was more like CS:GO custom maps, because there's some really good ones out there.
But if you think of it as well,
inside the game.
I seen a tweet from Sternab that put me in remembrance of some games have like in-game firing ranges you can use before the match, so where you can hit static targets and practice pop up. Like if you think of it in Modern Warfare Remastered, they have that, but that's only like the thing. You don't do that before the match. No, wait, no, you do actually. You can do that before the match.
In Warface, you have it before the match.
Yeah, and
there you go. Free game, by the way.
You can also. It's been prominent in CODs. Battlefield, they have a separate map. In Battlefield 4 specifically, they had a separate map where you can practice with most of the weapons and stuff. That would be good, like a firing range, like so you can work on your sense in there instead of using an external program like Aim Lab or Kovac's aim assist. Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had to go through Kovac to do this. I
Um,
went through Kovac. And
Elite Skin Recruit, good one, Styler, good one. That would be funny.
Hmm?
Styler just said Elite Skin Recruit. That would be fucking.
Yo, I would spend money on Elite. I would never ever play a different operator than Recruit.
Just Recruit, yeah.
Bro, you take my dog? Fuck you, I don't give a shit. I'm taking this MP5 with an ACOG and a Recruit fucking Elite Skin, bitch.
Yeah,
I think that might be the reason they are not giving him attachments is the fact that you just have an army of just people with MP5 ACOGs.
Everyone would just be Recruit at that point.
Everyone would just be using the Alda ACOG.
No one would.
Like, it would be just Maestro, and then like Maestro from like the dollar store, Maestro from the other dollar store, Maestro from the other dollar store.
No, you can't. You can't. No, you can only use the base. Remember?
Yeah, it's only base
like,
weapons.
Recruits only have base.
Well, we said that they should be able to use all weapons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Going with that then.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's why they don't do it.
It would be a fucking issue.
In Operation Outbreak, while doing the Outbreak event, you could just customize Recruit.
Yeah.
In the end, it was just all recruits with an R4C and an ACOG, and the only thing you saw on the feed was just R4C ACOG.
You know what I really liked about the Recruit and Outbreak? In Outbreak, the Recruit had a different model, which was fucking. It had a helmet and it had a more.
Yeah, actually,
it looked really good.
Even without giving all the recruits all the weapons, can you imagine 5 people with FAMAS as an ACOG?
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, that would be horrible.
Already.
Yeah, no, that would be horrible.
Back then, R4C had an ACOG, and everyone was rushing with R4C.
Yeah.
Sorry. And the reason Twitch got nerfed is because Ash got nerfed.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but every Ash main that missed Ash ACOG just went to Twitch, used Twitch for something that she wasn't supposed to be used for.
The best way they can
fix
the best thing they can fix Twitch with is voice crack there, but they really just need to like decrease the fire rate. Because
don't touch the fire rate. That's the only thing that makes Twitch viable as a support operator already.
They need to just reduce the damage.
They already nerfed the shit out of those drones. She doesn't have regular drones that can fucking jump. Like deployable shield, and I know that's not been there for an entire season, right? Ironically, a simple deployable shield could stop an entire Twitch drone.
Yeah.
This was my mirror. You want to know my mirror strat? On a kid's bedroom in Oregon, we'd put a deployable shield on white stairs, and we'd put a deployable shield in a normal door, and there's no way, shape, or form Twitch can get any of the mirrors on the site. Have fun.
Yeah, that's why like the Twitch quote-unquote enough to me just wasn't enough. Like, they didn't have to reduce the amount of charges her drones had. It's like, she can destroy all that stuff. Yeah, but it's just a drone. You just have to shoot the fucking drone. No. Just be careful of the drone and shoot it.
You want to know why? The nerf was needed because Twitch could literally take out everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything that was put in. Now she has to make her picks.
That's
which
true.
Is mostly just, hey, Mira, zap.
That is true, and that does. I would like again. It's more of a. It just renders her drone scarier. But the thing is, Twitch the reason Twitch is scary to me, like again, you just have to prioritize. Like even if that's an issue, you just have to prioritize destroying the Twitch drones.
Yeah. Oh my god.
When you're standing behind the mirror, you're prioritizing watching them, not rushing you.
If you remember back when back before the Twitch drone nerf, 15 shots. So effectively, if they didn't have a
drones, and she had 2 actual drones as well, dude, my life was good. Because I played a lot of Twitch back then.
Yeah.
I still think that like her main power comes from her FAMAS. That's where I think like her main
100%. Her gadget.
It's actually recoil control mostly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really can't get over it. I don't get how. I've done 4 or 5 hours of Twitch FAMAS recoil control training. Think about this, because I really want to get to the point where I am the Twitch main that I used to be.
Yeah. But also a suggestion is there's no risk with her gadget if you think of it. As Boris says in the chat. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. But that's the whole point of her being an operator.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna lie, but like with things like Blitz, Montagne, Blackbeard, talking about risking gadget is a joke because we also have Lion Kebi. Hello, global abilities are a thing, so don't talk about risk anyway.
Yeah.
Because like I can influence a full game by just going Lion, going AFK in spawn, beating my dick to whatever the fuck I want, and just when my team starts crying like little kids, just press 4. That's all I have to do. My game is won. How about yours? But there you go. That's what Lion mains do nowadays.
But anyway, if we've not got any more topics, I would say it's a wrap there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, thanks for coming along, everyone in chat. The VOD will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch it any other time. So we shall see you all next week. I've been Lamb. This is fucking Chopsqueak.
Lamb, let me get this. Lamb, let me get this.
Yes,
once Lamb hits 300 followers, right? He's gonna get a camera, and we could actually see Lamb while doing this. You know, hint, hint. Get to it.
Yeah. But anyway, I've been Lamb. I've been Lamb. Also, Gas Eyes has been here, and Squeaky. Thank them for coming along tonight. And we shall see you next week. Goodbye.